joy and find passion. Because when you survive this or not, it is the life you have. Don't let cancer lead you down in weird ways.
I just ordered sushi from Japan. Yo, just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan. I can't wait for the show. Got that good, yeah, I know. You should not be alone. All this drink got me low. Car got me right, and I feel so alive. Hey, she don't wanna think, she don't wanna be no wife. She just wanna stay out late, she just wanna stay away. Can't tell her nothing, no, can't tell her nothing, no. She said she too young, don't want no man, so she gon' call her friends, now that's a plan. I just ordered sushi from Japan. Yo, just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan.
Say, hey, now, baby. Oh, mama, don't play now, baby. Say, hey, now, baby. So let's get one thing straight now, baby. Tell me if you love me or not, love me or not, love me or not. At the house one, yeah, am I lucky or not, lucky or not, lucky or not? You gotta tell me if you love me or not, love me or not, love me or not. Wishing for you, am I lucky or not, lucky or not, lucky or not? Wishing for you, trying to go along with you. Wishing for you, trying to go along with you. Say, no, baby. You gon' make me hit you with that lay down, baby. Say, no, baby. You know what I need off the day now, baby. Tell me if you love me or not, love me or not, love me or not. At the house on you, am I lucky or not, lucky or not, lucky or not? You gotta tell me if you love me or not, love me or not, love me or not. I'm wishing for you, am I lucky or not, lucky or not, lucky or not? Wishing for you.
We elected to take a little extra time here at halftime because some of the cancer survivors that were here tonight were speaking to the crowd. We didn't want to be talking while they were talking tonight, so out of respect to them, we just kind of let the music play as we listen to them down below us here. It was a pretty touching event here tonight. Chowan ladies have a little work to do in the second half. They trail here 32-25 to Virginia State, a team they had beaten back on January 23rd up in Petersburg pretty handily, 59-47. Let's give you the numbers from the first half. Chowan was led by Jada Lee with 10, 8 for Danielle Weldon, 3 for Olivia Gaither, 2 for Joanne Williams, and 2 for Jakira Bagby. Tialana Green, Kayla Henderson, Jordan Penaway, Mariah Coker all played in the first half, as did Sydney Neal, but did not score. Good balanced attack for James Hill's team. Everybody that has played in the first half tonight has scored. Led by 6 points from Yasmin Hanna, 5 each for Clark, Hobson, Fuller, and Reynolds. Also in the first half, 2 points each from Christiana Green, Jalen Spalding, and Aja Robinson. At the half, 32-25, Virginia State with the lead. Both teams are back on the floor. Back to tip it off after this short timeout. This is Chowan basketball. You're listening to it and watching here on GoCUHawks.com.
Like she's out of her mind and wraps herself around the truth. She'll jump on that flight and meet you that night and make you tear up the room.
everybody's watching. She loves the way her body moves. She loves the way they all crawl back when she said that she loves nobody else but you. She's on the loose. She's coming. She's coming. She's coming for you. She's on the loose. She's coming. She's coming. She's coming. She's coming for you. She'll run with your mind and pull you inside to trade you in for something new. I know what it's like. I fell for it twice, and now I'm just warning you. She loves when everybody's watching. She loves the way her body moves. She loves the way they all crawl back when she
Set to start the second half here from Chowan after the extended halftime here with the Play for Kate night here and a very emotional night here at Chowan. The survivors here and several Chowan affiliated people involved, included one of my good friends in this business, Mr. Jim Hammond, who's down below us here, who spoke to the crowd. A very emotional speech by former assistant coach here, now teacher here at Chowan, Jim Hammond. Virginia State's got the lead. They start the second half, Robert. Let's see if Chowan can slow them down a little bit. Here's inside and missing the shot's going to be Green. Got her own rebound. Wheeled around Daniel Weldon and scored. Green, the leading scorer, his team at 15.4 a game, had only 2 points in that first half, Robert, but she's keep Virginia State good on the boards here. Here's Petaway going inside, kicks it back out to Lee. Jade over to Coker. Coker looking at first points of the night. The runner a little strong off the glass. Tipped out of control by Virginia State. Pulling up jumper just left of the lanes, out of the hands, and no good by Hannah. And recovered by Green. Over in the far corner, jumper for Ebony Reynolds is no good, and Daniel Weldon's got the board.
And we're going to need that from Weldon, along with a few points.
We're talking about Green. She had 5 rebounds in that first half. As we work our way back the other way with Chowan down with the basketball, 34-25, just underway here in the second half. In front of a big crowd here tonight. Always have a good turnout here for Play for K night. Lead for 3 that won't go. Rebounded underneath by Green. She had good inside position on Weldon. Chowan just continues to struggle here behind the arc. They began tonight 26.4 behind the arc. They are now on the night 3 of 13. Chowan's going to get back in this one. They got to pound this ball inside and get some shots and take advantage of it. It's got to start on the defensive end with some stops. Here's Green's jumper from right on the right, no good, and ball's knocked away. It's going to be out of bounds. There's no call coming in. It looked like Daniel Weldon might have got away with a foul. Yeah, Robert inside.
It looks like they're going to. Are they giving the ball to Virginia State?
Yeah, it looked like it went off Weldon.
Okay.
As Weldon's going to come out in to replace her, it's going to be Olivia Gaithers. Weldon's going to come out and have a little chat here with LaToya Jones. Penetration move by Hobson is no good. A question, that's Yasmin Hannah, but she's fouled underneath. Official underneath has indicated a foul to be on Jada Lee. It's going to be her second. Chowan at it again, a little slow again in this second half. Free throw is left-handed free throw is up, and it is good. Here from Hannah.
I think a big component of the second half is going to just be feeding the ball down low to Weldon. And right now she's on the bench.
I tell you what's a little interesting is Hannah makes both free throws, and so the first 4 points of this second half belong to Virginia State, and they now lead it by 11. Coker off to Williams. Chowan has got to get something from Mariah. She was scoreless in that first half. Head to Williams, back out front to Gaither. Gaither trying to maneuver inside, off to Petaway. Petaway cut in the lane, scooped it off the glass, and wouldn't go. Williams with the rebound. She can't follow. Once again, Chowan misses a close one inside. Just got to convert those kind of shots. It's got to be frustrating for Coach Jones and her staff here, and probably her players as well.
Well, especially because on the flip side of the coin, Virginia State's going to convert a lot of their opportunities.
Yeah, and Green gets the ball knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. It'll still belong to Virginia State. Trojans in all orange tonight, trimmed in blue. Chowan in all white tonight, trimmed in royal blue. Virginia State the inbounds with 14 seconds to shoot, 7:36 on our third quarter clock. Green trying to go inside on Williams. Stops, pops in the lane. No good. Rebounded by Williams.
Man, she missed a wide open layup.
Yeah,
right
point
there.
blank. Maybe Chowan can came forward back the other way to Lee on the left wing. Nearly thrown away, but Lee made a nice catch of it. They try to go inside. Williams lost it out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover for Chowan.
You get a turnover and you blow it away.
Yeah, so Chowan's going to turn it over.
Seems to be the theme for Chowan lately.
Yeah, so Chowan's got to go back and defend back the other way. Down 11 with 7:14 to go in the third. A lot of people coming up, getting the free pizza they're giving away down to the left of us.
You think they can send a few slices our way?
Well, I don't know, man. It's hard to talk and eat at the same time for me. And here's Henderson and Weldon getting in the lineup. Lee and Williams will come out.
Glad to see Weldon back in there.
Chowan trying to get a combination that's going to work for him here in this third quarter. They're down 11. 7:09 to go in the third. Here's the ball not in bounds. It's going to be a foul on Weldon. For Danielle, it's going to be her second. James Mercer with a call on the far side. Veteran CIAA official. And it's going to be Chowan's second team foul here in this third quarter. Maybe Chowan needs to go in and dig those pink uniforms out. It's been so good to him over the years. Near side, it comes to Green. She'll turn up and face the basket. Goes by Weldon. Inside. Off the glass. Wouldn't go. She got it back. Forced it back up. Still wouldn't go. Weldon's got the rebound. Boy, Green doing Chowan a favor. Missed two easy shots. And Chowan kind of back the other way. Gaither with an air ball out on the right. They fight for the rebound and rebounded underneath by Jalen Spaulding for Virginia State. She'll get it front court to Green. Green inside. And the layup is no good. But a foul coming from Yasmin Hannah. So that lid is still in the bucket underneath. And the foul whistled on Chowan's Kayla Henderson, I believe.
And like you mentioned, Gaddis, Virginia State's been missing a lot of easy layups down low.
And they're missing an opportunity to stretch it out. But fortunately for them, Chowan's not been able to counter back the other way. Free throw is good by Hannah. She has 9 on the night. She can become the first Virginia State player to reach double digits, and she does here. She's got 10. That's a 6-0 run to start the second half here for the Vincents from out of Petersburg. They have stretched the lead out to 13. That's just their biggest lead of the night, I believe. Let's see. I believe it does. Here's Gaither. Her three ball right on the left. Went in and came out. And rebounded underneath on a tough rebound by Clark. Clark pushes it off to Hannah. Hannah's going to get it cross court to Spaulding. Her layup is no good. Body's flying everywhere. Rebounded by Petaway. She'll kick it off to Coker. Coker coming front court. Going to try to dump it inside to Weldon and throw it away. Some of the Chowan fans, you can feel, get a little restless the way Chowan's playing here. Hawks have been kind of their worst enemy, but got to give credit to Virginia State. They've forced some turnovers and taken advantage of it, and they lead it by 13 as we near the halfway point of this third quarter. High post goes to Green in the corner to Reynolds for three, and no good. They fight for the rebound. Tip tight. Petaway's got it about 18 feet away from the basket. They she'll maneuver through traffic. Now it goes to Coker out between the rings. Coker will back it out and try to set up the Chowan offense. Is looking for the first points of the second half. Chowan has not scored since the 1:17 mark of the second quarter. Petaway with it out front. Petaway scoreless tonight after a career-high 15 on Saturday. Here's Henderson going inside. Reverse layup. Will not go. Weldon knocked it out of bounds. It'll head back the other way to the ladies in orange. Remember, Chowan is not won on the Helms Center on the Bob Burke Court floor since December 17th. So they are 0 for 2019 here at the Helms Center. Second at Christmas, since Christmas, it hasn't been good. Danielle Weldon, Coach LaToya Jones. There's a little discussion. It's pretty animated down below us here. Danielle trying to plead her case with the third-year head coach. Green against Neal. Back it goes to Spaulding. She'll cut inside. Left-handed layup's no good. Joanne Williams with a really good rebound. Stepped right in front of Green to grab it.
They're really
up to
letting him
Henderson.
play.
Yeah, they really are. And Henderson's going to get fouled coming front court. That'll stop the clock with 4:52 to go. The foul's going to be whistled here on Spaulding, her second and the team first. That'll get us to the first media timeout of the second half. Comes from 4:52 to go in the third. Chowan trailing here at home to Virginia State, 38-25.
I've been popping, man, I feel just like a rock star. shot toss. When my homies pull up on your block, they make that thing go grata-ta-ta. Hey, hey, switch my whip, came back in black, I'm starting saying rest in peace to Bon Scott. Hey, close that door, we blowing smoke, she asked me light a fire like I'm on song. Hey, act a fool on stage, probably leave my show in a cop car. Hey, it was legendary through a TV out the window of the montage. On the table, liquor porn, don't give a damn. Dojo girlfriend is a groupie, she just tryna get in. Saying I'm with the band. Hey, now she acting out of pocket, tryna grab up on my pants. On them in my trailer, said they ain't got a man. And they all brought a friend.
Well, we talked about poor shooting. We've seen it here in this third quarter. The two teams have combined to go 1 of 19 from the field here in this third quarter. Chowan, unfortunately, 0 for 7. They have not scratched since the 117 mark of the second quarter as we get to the 4:52 mark. Chowan will have the basketball underneath their own bucket. Kayla Henderson, the inbounds. Here comes to Petaway. He's back in the lineup. Now to Neal, to Lee out front. Jada had 10 points early, but haven't scored much since.
Yeah, would like to see her light up again.
Chowan's got to get somebody to get jump start in this offense. Lee trying to do so and does from 15 feet away.
That might be it right there. It's as simple as seeing a shot fall.
And she's got 12 to lead the way for Chowan. Chowan with full court pressure with Henderson trying to apply pressure to Clark in the backcourt. Clark with the front court with it. Come with a dribble behind the back, set up the offense. Doing a good job as Henderson, the sophomore from out of Fredericksburg, Virginia, here for Chowan. Clark's using the left-handed dribble to stay away from pressure by Henderson. Now the ball's kicked away, knocked away, and recovered by Chowan.
A lot of pressure right there. Good things happen.
Sidney Neal was out for the loose ball for Chowan. His first turnover for Virginia State in the second half after having 11 in the first half. Here's Lee off a pick from Neal. Trying to go inside over Green. Cannot score, but Petaway's got the offensive board. Trying to get it to Lee, and it's knocked out of bounds by Green. It belonged to Chowan right in front of their own bench. Hawks will be at Bowie State on Saturday. Good place to play up at Bowie. Here's Neal turning the lane against Green. She arched it up, wild shot won't go. Rebounded, and a foul coming here from Joanne Williams. Foul's going to be on Williams, going to be her second, trying to steal the ball away here on the near side from Hannah.
Really slow third quarter right here, and you can see whenever the Hawks put a little bit of pressure on Virginia State, the crowd started getting back into it. It seemed like the ball was bouncing a little bit more the Hawks' way. I'd like to see some more of that.
Yeah, you got to think sooner or later Murphy's Law's got to catch up where you got to hit a good spot in this game for Chowan.
I agree.
They started out really well, but since about midway the first quarter, it's been all Virginia State here.
Right. I mean, it's the law of averages. It's got to start falling at some point, right?
Yeah. Unless the law of averages wait till Saturday, Chowan's up at Bowie. And maybe it does, because Chowan's been so much better on the road here the second half of the season. They've been here at home. Jumpers missed by Clark on the right. Rebounded by Williams and the Hawks. 3:15 to go to third. Chowan trailing here at home, 38-27. Henderson trying to penetrate against Clark. Reverse left, blocked away by Hannah. But the ball's saved underneath and out front to Lee with 15 to shoot. So we near the 3-minute mark of the third. Lee on the near side. Works off a pick from Neal. Pull up jumper just inside the arc. No good. We got a whistle. Foul's going to be pointed towards Ebony Reynolds, I believe. For Reynolds, it'll be personal number 4.
Oh, they got a piece of her while she was shooting.
And so Lee is going to have 2 free throws coming, and this is what you need, a chance to get to cut the lead with the clock stall. At 2:57 to go in the third quarter. Chowan down 38-27. Lee's got 12 with Chowan's 27. Make it 13 over the 28. And Reynolds going to come out, and in replace is going to be Aja Robertson.
I think Chowan has kind of found the lineup that they want to stick with for right now.
Here's Mariah Coca back in the lineup here for Henderson. Lee's free throw is good, 14 for Jana. Chowan pulling full court pressure, and it pays off as Hobson's going to step out of, Hannah's going to step out of bounds with it. Second turnover in the second half now for Virginia State.
And Coach LaToya Jones fired up down there, trying to get some passion out of her players right now. It's a 9-point ball game.
You know, when you got free pizza going on all over the place, everybody's tuned in to eat, not what's going on the floor here. And maybe that's what Chowan needs. Chowan players made him need a little pizza to get things going here. Here's Lee trying to penetrate, pulls up the trigger on the three and won't go. They fight for the rebound. Joanne Williams on the offensive board had it blocked away and recovered in the far corner by Christiana Green, who had the block.
Gaddis, I'm sure you know pizza tastes a lot better after a win than a loss.
Yeah, I agree. It might be a good night to try it during the game. And the ball's kicked away by Lee as Robinson trying to bounce it inside the green. It still belong to Virginia State.
Looks like a Trojan's down in some pain over there.
Yeah, let's see who this is going to be. It's Hannah. She came up a little gimpy. She's wearing a couple of knee braces, though, so who knows. And Autumn Hobson's going to get in the lineup to replace her here. She's going to take a seat underneath. And you could tell, Robert, she's in some pain.
Gaddis, I don't know if you saw it, but I just kind of happened to be watching her on the way out, and it was after the play where she came up gimpy.
Yeah. Not a good day for the Chowan ladies lacrosse team. They'd lose down at Mount Olive today. Chowan softball going to make the trip to South Carolina, down to Florida, South Carolina on Friday. They're going to play down at Francis Marion University. They'll face Mercer down in Florence on Friday, and then get Emmanuel and Mercer again on Saturday. Unfortunately, the baseball doubleheader or the weekend scheduled with Malloy out of New York this weekend has been canceled. So I had a new sport coming to Chowan. Robert, I don't know if you had a chance to see it or not.
I did.
Acro and tumbling, acrobatics and tumbling. Coming is going to be a women's sport. Going to be the 28th sport here at Chowan.
That'll bring some new faces to the
And it will. Here's a layup. It's missed, but recovered by Robinson, and her shot's going to be knocked away. But in doing so, Jada Lee is going to pick up personal number 3.
I saw Jada Lee swat. I didn't see her connect with anything, and I think that's what she's talked to the official about down there.
So here's Robinson to the line. Virginia State, both teams would steal one field goal each in this quarter.
They might go the whole quarter without making a field goal.
Good. And his free throw is good by Robertson. You know, you take a look at the free throws tonight. And Virginia State is now 9 of 9. They came in 10th in the league at shooting free throws at 61.9%. But they're getting it done tonight from the free throw line. That's the way they've been able to keep this lead that now stands at 10. Let's see if I jinxed them. Gotcha. It's Robinson missed the free throw.
I love it.
And near a steal, and it is a steal. It's Robinson got the steal after it's knocked away by Green in the full court pressure from Virginia State.
Looks like Hannah is up and walking around.
Yeah, it looks like she's going to be okay. That's always a good sign. Maybe just a little stinger on the hip or something like that. Ball inside to Fuller. She's working against Neal. And the ball's knocked away out front by Lee, and she gets knocked to the deck coming front court, and foul's going to be whistled on Clark.
That was great D right there by Neal. That's the whole reason that we got the turnover was her great defense.
It really was. So it belonged to Chowan right in front of their own bench here on the near side. Christian Fleetwood, one of the former golfers here at Chowan, is two-time CIAA champion on championship teams here at Chowan. Doing a little work underneath the basket. Give him a few props here. Here's Coco on the near side to Petaway. Petaway working off a pick from Neal, goes across court, and her pocket pick but recovered by Lee. Here's Lee working over with the crossover dribble. Lee pulls up the dribble, back out front to come to Coco. Coco scoreless tonight. They had a Petaway with 10 to shoot, 128 to play in the third. Petaway for 3, and she got it. Finally, one drop for Jordan Petaway. And Petaway knocks away, but recovered by Green. Chowan always came up with another steal. They cut the deficit down to 7.
And they do.
And here's Lee with a steal along with Coco. Lee inside on Clark. She picked Lee's pocket. So the two teams swap turnovers. A pretty good play by Clark to come back and steal it.
Turning into a backyard brawl out here.
Yeah, it is. So the two teams swap turnovers, and Virginia State's got it with a 39-32 lead with 56 seconds to go in the third period. Clark trying to cut in the lane. Joanne Williams cuts her off. They go inside to Green. Green fall back Jumper no good. Ball's loose on the floor. Bodies everywhere. Covered by Green. Now Green off to Robinson, and the shot clock will expire.
A lot of carnage, a lot of bodies on the floor. Just lost track of the shot clock.
Absolutely.
I like the intensity that the Hawks are playing with now. A lot different than they were playing with about 5 minutes into the first quarter. Basically the whole game besides the first 5 minutes.
James Hill asked the officials, said that he thought that shot hit the rim, should have got a fresh 30. But the officials didn't agree on it, so it'll be Chowan basketball and a chance to get a little closer, Robert. It's just about a must bucket on this possession. If nothing else, get you a little momentum going into the fourth quarter.
I mean, you got the game down to 7 right now.
And you need one here. Here's Pettaway, just hit a big three moments ago with the basketball going to the right side. Turns in the lane, gives it back up to Coker. Stolen away again by Clark. Clark will bring it front court on Coker, and she called for the block. The basket's good. Coker trying to get down, cut her off, picks up her first personal.
I thought Coker did a really nice job trying to get her feet set.
I think she was inside that arc. That was what got her in trouble. And Clark's going to have a chance for another old-fashioned three-point play here by Virginia State, who could grab a 10-point lead now with 18 seconds to go in the third on the free throw from Clark, which is short, but she got her own rebound. So now you hold for the final if you're Virginia State. 9 seconds to go. Here's Clark behind the back, working against Coker. Now she'll take it in on Coker. The layup is no good. Boy, did everything for Clark to go to the bottom of the twine.
That would have really been an impressive shot
and
that she would have
hit.
hit.
It would have basically turned into a 4-point play.
Right.
So Chowan's got 1.3 seconds to go 90 feet, or 94 feet to try to get the last points of the quarter. Inbound to Lee. Lee's going to let it fly from three-quarter courts away and hit the bottom of the net. No good. We head to the final 10 minutes with Chowan still trailing here at home to Virginia State by count of 41-32 back for the start of the quarter after this short timeout.
I'll admit I was wrong. What else can I say, girl? Can't you play my head and not my heart? I was drunk, I was gone. That don't make it right, but promise there were no feelings involved. She said, why tell me honestly? Was it real or just for show? She said, save your apologies. Baby, I just gotta know. How long has this been going on? You've been creeping around on me. Oh, you're calling me baby. How long has this been going on? You've been acting so shady. I've been feeling it lately, baby. I'll admit, it's my fault, but you gotta believe me when I say it only happened once. I tried, and I tried, but you'll never see that. You're the only one I wanna love. Oh yeah. She said, why tell me honestly? Was it real or just for show? She said, save your apologies. Baby, I just gotta know. How long has this been going?
Start of the fourth and final quarter. We got a foul out front. And we got a illegal pick coming against Tialana Green, who's just coming to line up here. So we start this fourth quarter for Green, her first and team first here of the quarter. Chowan's got 10 minutes, or 9 minutes and 51 seconds to turn this thing around. And here's Clark, who's done a pretty good job orchestrating this offense here tonight with the basketball. Penetration move coming by Hannah. Lee's able to move her feet real quickly to cut her off, and they get it back outside to Hobson, who's in the lineup. Her jumper right of the lane, no good. Lee's there to claim it, work out of a double team with it. Jada almost lost it. Now gets it away to Gaither, who's in the lineup to start this quarter. Also Danielle Weldon back in, along with Henderson and Green So everybody in the lineup new, with the exception of Jada Lee, starting his fourth quarter for Chowan. Here's Henderson going underneath off to Gaither. Gaither going to back it back out. 10 to shoot. Now to Weldon, who's well away from the basket. And Green's going to tie her up, and it'll be basketball here for Virginia State.
Virginia State and Chowan have both been pretty cold lately from the field. Fourth period may bring something different, but third period is really slow.
Well, got to push off right front here on Clark. He's going to give Chowan the basketball back. We had to take a brief stoppage here of a broadcast to get it back here, as Robert trying to eat pizza and talk, doing a pretty good job of doing both.
Pizza can wait a little bit. I like cold pizza.
I tell you what, my partner won't look at it, won't bring me anything to eat. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. My goodness. So
I'm saving a piece over here for you.
He just bites the hand that feeds it. Here's Gaither. Pull-up jumper from 15 feet is good for Gaither. Gaither's got a field goal on either side of the half. And it's a 41-34 lead for Virginia State here on the road, looking for their 10th win of the season. Here's Green, penetration move. Nobody cut her off. She blanked it off the glass and scored.
Yeah, right back at you.
Yeah, and everybody's just standing around watching here. I mean, you got to cut the ball off, and here's Chowan losing it out of bounds as they come front court for the 13th turnover of this night. A correction, that's a 15th and 8 here in the second half. Chowan continued to struggle shooting the basketball, 25.5%. Virginia State's down to 33.3. Clark again with Henderson trying to apply pressure as they move Coco to a little break on the bench and let Henderson try to apply pressure. Green going inside, spinning around Williams. Williams blocked the shot, but Green stepped out of bounds trying to save it. Goes back the other way to the Hawks. Once again, both of these teams in Northern Division play going in this weekend. Virginia State at home to face Elizabeth City State. Chowan's going to be at Bowie State the weekend. As a matter of fact, a 2-game road swing coming up for Chowan at Bowie on Saturday, at Lincoln next Wednesday. So a couple long trips coming up for the Hawks.
Been only one game apiece left for each team.
Yeah.
Helm Center.
That comes up on the 23rd of February as Virginia Union comes to town. Gaither, shot blocked away out front by Hobson, who's going to take it back the other way and lost it but recovered. You're going to say she traveled with it.
Boy, did Hobson get a piece of that one.
Yeah, she went up and blocked Gaither's shot. 5'8" sophomore kind of surprised Gaither, I think.
Gaither just has a tendency to launch it from way back.
Yeah.
I think Hobson kind of noticed that, absolutely stuffed her.
Lee pull-up jumper for 3, and it's no good, and rebounded by Joanne Williams again. Gaither's got it. She's caught in the double team. It's going to be tied up and should be Chowan basketball here. Boy, you can start to see the frustration on the Chowan players' faces here.
Gaddis, I know we were talking about it. I'm starting to get frustrated watching it. I mean, everybody gets frustrated watching it because you want them to do good, and it's just things aren't rolling their way right now.
Here's Williams spinning inside. She's blocked from behind and fouled by Destiny Fuller. It's going to be Fuller's first. And that's going to get Joanne Williams to the free throw line, where she is 2 for 2 on the night. On the season, 32 of 66 beginning tonight's play. Williams will step to the line. The young lady's got one more opportunity to play here in the Chowan Blue in front of the home folks, and that comes on the 23rd, and she misses a free throw. Matter of fact, she'll join Lee, Weldon, and Petaway in that senior class. That'll come up on Saturday the 23rd against an outstanding Virginia Union team who'll be in the building. Nationally ranked Virginia Union. He's lost only once all season. That came down at Clapham early in the year. And Williams misses both free throws, rebounded by Green. Green now with 9 boards on the night. And ball's knocked away from him. She lost it. Going to be recovered and bounced out of Henderson's hands and out of bounds.
That's what I mean by just not rolling our way right now.
Well, it's not. Probably a long shot.
When it rains, it pours.
Yeah, here's Clark with it out front as the two teams kind of swap possessions here. I won't say turnovers because the other team held it long enough to get a possession. Here's Clark. Slid and travel with it. That's an automatic when you slide with it. And that becomes The 20th turnover of the night for Virginia State. 9 here in this half, Robert.
They're getting in the Hawks range right now.
Chowan's got 16 themselves. You know, some of them, so many unforced errors as well.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Lee with it with 6:45 left. 43-34. Virginia State has led most of this. What a nice pass that time of well in the bench pass to Williams to set up Williams for the easy bucket.
Yeah, great find. Williams cut the backside. Easy layup.
Yeah, it was. They're showing pressuring Clark in the backcourt. Williams along with Lee. And Clark lost it out of bounds, but it went off the hands of Williams. And Clark hit the floor. And good sportsmanship shown by Lee as she reached down and helped her opponent up.
Love the pressure by the Hawks right now. I say keep it up.
Chowan with only one team foul here in the quarter. Virginia State with only 2. And Virginia State's going to inbound right at midcourt after Clark had it knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. And still on the inbounds, knocked away by Henderson. Gaither's got it. She'll take it to the rack, get fouled on the way up. Foul's going to be whistled underneath on Autumn Hobson. Going to be her second, and already 3 team fouls now for Virginia State.
I think Gaither kind of got away with one right there. Just kind of leaned into the defender, chucked it up. Two free shots from it, though.
Gaither stepping to the line with 2 free throws here. Olivia's left-handed free throws on its way, and it's no good. Chowan a 63.2% free throw shooting team on the league. That gets you to 8th best in the league, which is not where you want to be.
It really just blows my mind that the Hawks have a real chance right here at the end, last 6 minutes and 23 seconds, and they've really struggled.
And they missed both free throws here, so Chowan's missed 4 consecutive free throws. Robert, you make those, you got a 3-point game, and here's Henderson with the blocking foul coming front court. She was trying to get in front of Clark, and Henderson's going to pick up the foul, her second. Becomes the second team foul for the Hawks here in this second half, or this fourth quarter, I should say. Keep forgetting women's basketball's in quarters. Kind of like it, to be honest. I wasn't all for the change here a couple years ago when they did it, but I really have come to embrace the change, and I like it. Here's Green out front. The high post fakes up Weldon, but turns around and gives it back to Hobson, who nearly lost it. Chases down near the midcourt stripe. Gaither in tow, trying to jump in the grill and force Hobson to give it up, and she does so. And she's looking to get rid of it with 5 to shoot. Clark's got it. Clark to the free throw line. Had a shot blocked away behind by Gaither. Gaither trying to beat the defense front court. Green trying to cut her off and blocks her shot. What a great play by Green. As Gaither had the open layup, but Green hustled back and blocked it away. Pretty athletic move by Christiana Green.
Yeah, great play by Gaither. But then Green with an even better play.
Chowan still with the basketball underneath her own bucket where they're inbound.
I'm sorry, I was wrong earlier. 7-point lead, not a 6-point lead. So it's a 3-possession game.
And it is. Chowan's having trouble getting it in. They get it to Weldon for the backdoor layup.
That's easy money right there. Probably the best player on the team with the open layup.
In their first bucket of the second half.
Wow.
He's got 10. Chowan's led by Lee with 14. 10 for Hannah to lead the way for the Trojans, who seen what was once a 13-point deficit or lead, now 9-5. Here's Reynolds, who's back in the layup, playing with 4 fouls in the corner to Clark. Clark being harassed out front here by Henderson. Now she'll stop, back it up, set up the offense. She moves to the right. She fired up a 3, and Henderson fouls her on a 3-point shot with 3 seconds to go on the shot clock.
That's not what you want right there.
No, it's not. So Henderson's just picked up personal number 3. Now can Clark make Chowan pay with 3 free throws and extend this lead back out here for Virginia State? They currently stands at 5. Here's Clark. She does a little something different, Robbie. She stands to the right of the free throw line, misses free throw.
Yeah, usually don't see that from the right-handed shooter.
Clark 30 of 50 from the stripe beginning tonight for 60%.
I'm sorry, there I go again, a left-handed shooter.
Clark's free throw again is good. She knocks it down. Clark with 8 points this evening. Here's Fuller stepping out, and the replace is going to be Ebony Reynolds.
5 minutes to make a real nice push right here. They're still within striking distance.
Clark makes only 1 out of 3, but the long rebound comes on the near side to Hannah. Williams had position. The ball just came off the back of the iron, went over Joanne's head. So Virginia State with the basketball just inside of 5 minutes left here to go in the barrel. There's Reynolds with it, well out behind the arc. They try to go inside, stolen away by Joanne Williams, and they call a jump ball. Boy, it looks like Williams had it stolen pretty quickly, and they call a jump ball. It still belongs to Virginia State. They'll get us to the media timeout. 4:52 is showing on a fourth quarter clock. It also shows that Virginia State's got a 6-point lead here against our Hawks, 44-38. Back for more after this short timeout.
Take a seat, right over there, sat on the stairs, stay or leave. The cabinets are bare, and I'm unaware of just how we got into this mess. Got so aggressive. I know we meant all good intentions. So pull me closer. Why don't you pull me close? Why don't you come on over? I can't just let you go. Oh, baby. Why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle? In the middle. Baby, why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle? In the middle. Oh, take a step back for a minute into the kitchen. Floors are wet and taps are still running, dishes are broken. How did we get into this mess? Got so aggressive. I know we meant all good intentions. So pull me closer. Why don't you pull me close? Why don't you come on over? I can't just let you go.
Back to action here at the Helm Center with 4:52 to go. Virginia State going to take a three from out of the right. It's good by Reynolds. Ebony Reynolds buries from him deep in the corner. That's their first three ball of the second half after making 3 in the first half.
Man, that one hurt a little bit extra, too.
That is a huge shot. Runs the count to 47-38. Here's Gaither pulling up a dribble, trying to go to the high post to Weldon, knocked away by Clark. And it's going to be a travel as Robinson was trying to save it on the floor. Once again, Robert, the thing I see here, and I'm not trying to be critical, but I'm just telling what I'm seeing. Chowan is just telegraphing a lot of their passes here, and they gave Clark an easy chance to knock that ball away. Fortunately for Chowan, it still remains in their possession.
Now would be a really good time to make a dent after Ebony Reynolds just drilled that three from the
And
corner.
you got to start making a lot of dents here because the time is against you here. Coker off to Pettaway. Pettaway tries to penetrate. Her run in the lane is no good. Rebounded on the far side by Reynolds. Reynolds bounced it away to Robinson, who will hand it away to Clark. Coker tried to apply pressure in the backcourt. And she'll get it on the far side to Reynolds, who just had that big shot from right in the right corner. She'll take Weldon with her out front. Now goes inside. Reynolds lost the basketball and recovered by Lee on the steal.
Got to make this one hurt right here, Gaddis.
So that's the 22nd turnover of the night for Virginia State. The ball's knocked away by Lee from behind here by Hannah.
If you're Chowan, you got to make it hurt whenever Virginia State turns over the ball. Go at their throats, get 2 or 3. You got 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to do it.
Here's Lee's had led the way tonight with Chowan for 14. If she can get a 3 here, she'll tie a career high of 17. Lee going in the lane off to Weldon. Danielle off the glass, and she got it.
That's a really good combo right there. We mentioned it earlier. Lee and Weldon catch fire.
3:27 and counting to go in the fourth. Chowan trying to get a stop here and cut into this 7-point deficit. Clark, who's had a good second half, getting away from a couple of Chowan defenders who fell down. Back inside is Clark. She'll turn and can't score over Weldon. Rebounded by Joanne Williams. For Joanne, it's rebound number 11 on the night. Joanne has always been a rebounding machine here at Chowan. She's got it, top of the key, inside to Weldon. Weldon inside on Green, turns and cannot score. Got her own rebound and got fouled going back up. Foul underneath is going to be whistled. Taja Clark's going to be her third. 14 fouls now for Virginia State in this quarter.
I mean, Gaddis, do you think I'm wrong to just say give her the ball?
Yeah, you got to feed it to her.
Try to give her a touch, at least one touch every possession.
Absolutely. They've really had trouble defending Danielle, who makes the free throw. Down in the low block, she's got 13 tonight.
I mean, even if she doesn't get 2 points, I mean, she loosens up the perimeter and might have an open shot out there.
Virginia State has asked for the timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take about a 20-minute break in between games tonight. Then we'll come back and bring it to Virginia State men and Chowan men. Virginia State lost their first CIAA game on Saturday. They failed at Virginia Union 75-67. Virginia Union shot 52.6 for that game, but they come in a very good team under Lonnie Blow. He's a successful CIAA coach. He's 109-29 since he took over at Virginia State, and we see Hannah leaving the floor here, and she still looked a little bit gimpy after falling earlier. Chowan men looking to break a 4-game losing streak in that one tonight. We'll have it here for you after the conclusion of this girls' game and about a 20-minute break in between. Man, the crowd has stuck around for this one, and maybe Chowan can make a couple big shots here, can get this crowd on their feet and get enthused in this game.
I mean, it's a 6-point game right now, 2-possession game. Anything can happen. You got almost 3 minutes left.
Yeah, 2:57 left here. So working to the last week of the regular season here in the CIAA tournament coming your way here up in Charlotte. Begins on the 25th of February. It'll be the last time Chowan's going to compete in the CIAA basketball tournament. Remember, Chowan's moving to Conference Carolina play next year.
I wonder if the acrobatics team is going to be. I don't think Conference Carolina has an acrobatics team.
Yes, they do.
Really?
They do.
That is impressive.
And Weldon makes both free throws.
Can't imagine too many conferences have that.
And Chowan now has cut the deficit to 5 as Virginia State moves the front court. Inside with a nice runner and no good out of the hands of Hobson, recovered by Weldon.
Great defense right there by Weldon.
Yeah, now Chowan in a must-basket situation. Weldon steps out, fires a 15-footer, no good. They go to the rack, ball still loose on the floor and recovered by Green. Green knows how to get the basketball. I tell you, she's a ferocious defender and rebounder underneath. Chowan missed the opportunity to get a little closer. Now working out front with the basketball is going to be Robinson, and almost stolen away by Williams, but Williams fouled in trying to do so. Non-shooting foul, however, as Hannah's going to get back in the lineup with a gimpy leg here. Dwayne Williams just hit personal number 3. So 14 fouls from each team, and that's why we didn't have free throws here. Here's Hannah getting in the lineup. She's going to replace Hobson. Hannah running a little better. She came on the floor. Gaither's going to come back for Joanne Williams, I believe. Joanne looks a little winded here. So Virginia State will inbounds right in front of the scores table here on our near side. So we sit on the south side, I guess you could say, of the facility. On the bleacher side, not the seat side. Here's Green trying to go inside against Weldon. She pulls up the dribble, hands it away to Robinson. He'll come out front with Petaway behind her. 2:07 left. Virginia State leading here 47-42. Robinson in lane, short jumpers, an air ball, and they call her for the charge. Jada Lee gets the charge here. And that becomes a 15 foul. It's a non-shooting foul, but Chowan, more importantly, gets the basketball here. Chowan needs one badly here. Here's Lee trying to get it for him. The ball's knocked out of her hands and out of bounds by Clark. The quickness with Virginia State tonight has been a difference, I think. They have gotten their hands on a lot of loose balls and knocked the ball out. When it didn't recover, he knocked it out of bounds. Here's Gaither with it on the inbounds. Out it comes to Weldon. Now back to Lee. Who's going to pull the trigger for Chowan with 5-point deficit with 1:19 to go? It's going to be Petaway. Her 3 ball's no good. Rebounded on the far side on a big rebound by Ebony Reynolds. Reynolds caught in the double team. Looking to get rid of it. Danielle Weldon's going to almost foul him, but James Hill's going to get the timeout to save the possession with $1:41 to go. Chowan's had 2 opportunities to get a little closer, but can't seem to get over the hump here.
And if I'm Chowan, I don't panic just yet. Still got 141, but really like to get a stop right here on the defensive end.
Boy, it's just mysterious what's going on with Chowan ladies here at home in the second half of the season.
It really is.
Yeah, over in the second half here. And since in 2019.
I mean, I hate to say it's borderline impressive, but, I mean, they've got a few wins on the road. It's just, I don't know what you would call it. You know, when you come home, it just seems like they're not playing quite as well.
You know, it's kind of like when you go to the state fair and you shoot basketballs, try to win a bear, and you figure out about the second time that the ball is bigger than the rim that won't go in. It's kind of like this is what's going on with the Chowan ladies, it seems like. It just will not drop tonight.
I mean, you hate to say it because they're playing their hearts out. And, you know, Coach Latoya Jones got them really hot here at the end, you know, really fired up.
And they forced 24 turnovers here tonight. And forced another one here as Weldon with the steal. So Chowan with another chance to get closer with 95 seconds left. Here's Lee. Good defense on the perimeter here. Here's Weldon pounding away inside. Body's all over the floor. We get a foul underneath. Foul's going to be whistled underneath on Christiana Green.
I think they said Green grabbed her ankles.
You know, James Hill thought it was a charge on Weldon. He is not happy with that call underneath. So Weldon's at the line with about 28 left and Chowan down 5 to try to get Chowan a little closer. 14 tonight for Danielle. And she makes it 15.
Clutch free throw right there.
It'll be interesting to see when this game is over how many points Chowan has off turnovers.
Weldon with 2 huge free throws right there. Puts the game within 3.
James Hill still pleading his case here with the official down below us in front of us here on what happened underneath when it looked like Weldon knocked Green to the floor and there was no call. But he's pointing back the other way. Once again, will Robert and I be with you? Well, Robert will not be with me. This is his last broadcast with me. Because Chowan's going to head out to Tennessee next weekend for baseball action. I believe you go to King,
yes,
Tennessee.
Sir, go to King, and you know, I just realized this is my last one. Makes me kind of sad.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you guys are going to be in Bristol.
Yes, sir.
So that's right on the Virginia-Tennessee line. So are you going to be in Bristol, Virginia, or Bristol, Tennessee? I guess.
Bristol, Tennessee.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Virginia State, after they get the timeout, will inbounds underneath the Chowan basket. They lead here at Chowan, 47-44. Inbounds, it comes to Green. Play a good defensive series here and try to force him to take a long shot if you're Chowan. With 1:20 left.
Boy, and Chowan just about got beat on that.
You don't want to foul here. Shot clock's down to 15. Hannah going inside. Got around Lee, and the running one hand is good by Hannah. Hannah with 12. That's a big bucket by Hannah. Back to a 5-point lead. Inside it goes to Weldon. She'll turn and can't get it to drop. They fight for the rebound. Rebounded by Petaway in the corner. She had it knocked out of her hands and out of bounds by Green. It'll still belong to Chowan, but 56 seconds left.
Gaddis, earlier I said it wasn't time to panic. It might be time to panic.
It's time to panic.
I think you just got to launch up some threes right here.
You really do. Virginia State, which has had a lot of success in this building over the years, on the verge of knocking off Chowan here. Here's Lee going inside. She's tripped up back front here by Aja Robinson. Robinson's going to be whistled for her second personal. And Lee's going to get 2 free throws with 49 seconds to go.
Big free throws right here.
Lee with 14 on the night. Weldon with 16 for Chowan. Hannah leads the way for Virginia State with 14. In fact, she's the only player in double figures tonight. And the free throw is good by Lee, who has 15. Lee was recognized as the all-time assist leader for Chowan in Division II in her career tonight before the game. And she knocks down both 16 tonight for the Virginia Beach senior. 49-46 with 49 seconds to play. You're not going to foul here, are you?
I believe they did.
They're going to get a timeout, didn't they? Yeah, Virginia State got a timeout.
There we go.
So timeout here is. Now let's see. They're going to move the ball to half court, I believe, as the official's going to convert any 30-second timeout here. Or did he get one? What's the situation here? 30-second timeout against Virginia State. Because James Hill is pleading, did he really actually call one or not? As the official's going to give the timeout to Virginia State. Some of the players saying they didn't take it. It looked like a pretty good timeout, however. One of the players probably told the official, I want a timeout.
Yeah, and then didn't speak
and stayed
up.
in possession. Yeah, and didn't get in front of Coach Hill and didn't want to own up to it. And sometimes you got to do that. I mean, think about it. You need to ride back to Petersburg, right?
Yeah, you do. You do. You would like to have a meal at the end of the night as well.
Here's Virginia State inbounded to Green. Green gets it back to Reynolds. And Reynolds is going to be fouled by Jada Lee in the backcourt with 4 seconds going off the game clock. We'll go back the other way where Reynolds will toe the line. She's a 70% free throw shooter on the year, beginning tonight.
Not exactly who you want to foul, but you don't have many options when you're up against the clock like this.
So Reynolds spins it in her hands, takes a couple dribbles, arches it up, and it is good.
So Gaddis, what's the philosophy you think behind fouling in that situation?
Yeah, that's a good question.
You think
I thought you would have, maybe tried to defend maybe and get a chance at the three, but nonetheless, I just talk about it. I don't get a chance to coach.
Well, that's why it's fun up here. You don't have any repercussions. Right?
How about Reynolds knocking down both to extend the lead of Virginia State to 5 with 4 seconds to go. And timeout. It's going to be a Chowan timeout, is that right? We're in full timeout, so we'll take one with them. 45 seconds to go in this one. Chowan on the short end of things, 51-46.
Talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. Too many times, my love, he makes me feel like nobody else. But my love, he doesn't love me, so I tell myself. One, don't pick up the phone. You know he's only calling cause he's drunk and alone. Two, don't let him in. You have to kick him out again. Three, don't be his friend.
Chowan basketball in the front court here. Hawks down 51-46, 45 seconds left to go in this one. Chowan trying to pick up their first win of home in 2019, and it's looking a little bleak here. Inbounds it comes to Lee, who's going to be fouled in the backcourt here by Robinson. And for Robinson, it'll be personal number 3. And Coach Hill, you got to say, why, oh why?
I mean, it's good news for the Hawks, though.
Yes, it is. Lee's going to toe the line with, I think, 4/10 of a second went off the clock. So here's Lee at the line to shoot 2.
You missed the second one right here on purpose, Gaddis?
I don't think so. You better get your points while you can.
Right.
Lee is just tying a career high in with 17.
Nice performance on a day that she got honored.
Yep. And she's got a new career high of 18. 8 in the second half. And all along behind the defense is going to be Robinson, and she converts the layup. That's a good job of looking ahead and running your fast break. Here's the ball stolen, the inbounds by Clark. On a pass from Gaither intended for Pettaway. Now you've got to foul. You got no choice, and Pettaway is going to foul Clark with 34 seconds to go.
Man, Hawks really had a chance there at the end, but I think that's a knife in the side. Wide open, streaking down the court was Robertson. Then Olivia Gaither throws the inbound pass to a Trojan. I think that might be it.
Chowan has not scored a field goal in 3 minutes. And free throw by Clark, rims out. Still plenty of time, but you've got to go and go quickly, and you can't afford any missed shots.
Yeah, you need 5, possibly 6 right here.
Clark's had a good night running his team tonight from her point guard spot. And she misses the free throw here, but tipped out, and it's going to be controlled by Clark. And she's going to be tied up. Let's see who it belongs to. Looks like it's going to be Chowan basketball. Virginia State almost came up with the basketball again. And you give credit to Christiana Green down inside, who has 11 boys tonight to keep that alive. All right, Chowan coming quicker. Here's Coca back in the lineup. She'll give it back to Lee. They over to Gaither. You can't keep passing. You got to shoot it here.
You got a 1 second differential.
Here's Gaither to the rack. Her layup is no good. She got fouled by Clark here. Fouled by Clark comes with 19 seconds to go. And for Clark, it's number 4. Well, but I tell you, I saw a little bit of hesitation outside to shoot the ball from outside here beyond the arc.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Gave the extra point. It would have been an extra point if she'd have made it. It's a free throw and it's no good. She'll have the second one coming.
That hurts. I think you got to miss it on purpose right here. But Chowan is not.
But they got nobody underneath.
That philosophy.
So, and Gaither makes the second of 2.
Why?
She's got 6, and it's a 53-49 game. And Coca's going to foul Clark immediately. It's 1 second went off the clock.
I just don't see the reasoning behind that. I'd like to at least give myself a chance.
Now you're going to see if you can force Virginia State to miss some free throws here. If Clark can make both of these, it's going to be awful tough.
She's really had kind of a tough night from the line, though, hasn't she?
Yeah, Clark tonight is 1 of 6 from the free throw line. 2 of 7. Let me restate that. Overall, Virginia State now is 12 of 18, 13 of 19 from the strike. It's pretty good free throw shooting. Clark misses the second and rims out. Whelan's got the rebound for Chowan. Here's Coca with it.
You got to put it up.
Coca coming near side, gets it over to Petaway. Petaway through the lane. Now back to Lee. She'll arch up to 3, and it's off the glass, no good. Rebound comes to Clark with 2 seconds to go, and Clark gets fouled with a second and a half left to go. And Clark's going to get up. Chowan's going to fall again here at home in the second half of the season. Chowan's going to go 0 for 6 here at home in the second half of the season. Clark, who's been mainstay in this second half, will step to the line to try to put the topping on this one.
Chowan didn't seem like they had very much urgency during that possession.
Clark's free throw is good. Clark in double digits now with 10. She'll join Reynolds with 10, 14 for Hannah. Chowan's led by Jada Lee with a career high 18. 1.5 seconds to go in this one. Clark misses his second one after making the first. That's going to do it. Chowan's going to fall to go to 12 and 12 on the year. And Virginia State will go to 10 and 12. And we'll take a little break here and come out and wrap this one up. Virginia State beats the Chowan ladies here tonight, 55-49. Back after this short timeout on GoCUHawks.com.
Too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run. I was born for this. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word upon your lip, lip. Rather that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes.
Back here in the Helm Center with Chowan ladies fall here tonight, 55-49 to Virginia State. Chowan ends up shooting tonight 15 of 60 from the field for 25%. So it didn't really work out well for Chowan here tonight as they lose for the 12th time here this season. They dropped to 12 and 12, 5 and 9, and 2 and 5. Northern Division play. Virginia State goes to, correction, I'm wrong. I'm looking at the wrong sheet. Chowan got to 12 and 12, 8 and 6, and 2 and 5 in Northern Division play. Virginia State goes to 10 and 12, 4 and 9, and 2 and 5. So Virginia State and Chowan tie for that last spot in the Northern Division. That could be huge when it comes up tournament time here in a couple weeks. Chowan goes 15 of 60 from the field for 25%. Their shooting woes beyond the arc continues tonight. They were 4 of 21 for 19%. Chowan did shoot fairly well from the free throw line, 75%. Chowan turns it over 18 times. On the rebounding road tonight, Chowan gets out-rebounded by the worst rebounding team in the league, 46-41. And Robert, when you look at it tonight, Chowan, we talked about not being able to get it done inside. Chowan had 15 offensive boards tonight, but not much work off second chance points tonight. It was just not dropping for the Hawks.
I mean, in the end, they were within striking distance, but there was a lot of missed opportunities that I think really could have sealed the game for the Hawks, but ended up sealing the game for Virginia State.
Chowan led tonight by Jada Lee with a career high 18 points, 16 points, and 7 boards for Danielle Weldon. 6 points tonight for Olivia Gaither, 4 for Joanne Williams, 3 for Jordan Pettaway, 2 for Jakira Bagby. Also, Joanne Williams had 11 points to go with her, 11 boards to go with her 4 points. Virginia State gets 3 players in double figures. Yasmin Hanna with 14, Tadja Clark with 10, also Reynolds with 10, 7 for Robinson tonight, as Virginia State ends up shooting tonight 34.6 from the field, but they turned it over tonight 26 times, but Chowan could not take advantage of it tonight. And Chowan will fall on over to tonight by a count of 55-49. We'll take about a 20-minute break, come back and start the second half between the Chowan men and Virginia State. We'll be back with you in about 20 minutes.